The Chevrolet Camaro Z28 is like the street-legal rocket version of your regular Camaro, born from the high-octane dreams of speed enthusiasts. Its origin story traces back to 1966, when a group known as the Sports Car Club of America envisioned it as a contender in the fierce Trans Am racing series. Over the years, the Z28 badge evolved from a special performance package to a legendary track monster, etching its name in automotive history. Lately, it seems that Chevrolet's spotlight has shifted towards the ZL1 Camaro, leaving the faithful Z28 enthusiasts craving for more. These die-hard fans are passionately rallying for a sixth-generation revival of this 28, and they make a compelling case it's practically a must. Now, here's the kicker. The regular Camaro, powered by gasoline, is set to ride off into the sunset in 2024. But hold on to your racing helmets, because rumor has it that Chevy might just have a magnificent parting gift in store for us, the 2025 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. Buckle up for what could be the ultimate farewell present to a beloved icon. The last dance for Chevy Z28 was a nostalgia trip back in 2014. It didn't boast straight-line supremacy, but it had its sights set on track domination, earning its stripes as the lightweight champ among Camaros. If the whispers about a new Z28 hold true, brace yourself for a revival that's got enthusiasts buzzing with excitement. Now, here's the cool part. The previous Gen Z28 didn't go bonkers with over-the-top features like massive wings or flashy aero gimmicks. It took a cue from the 2014 Camaro's playbook, retaining that sleek and familiar look of the 2012 Camaro's alone. Changes were subtle yet significant, slightly broader wheel arches to house those meaty tires, a farewell to fog lights, and a touch of flair with a slightly beefier spoiler. It's a testament to the less is more philosophy, proving that in the world of track-focused performance, the devil's in the details. But for this news 28, it might borrow some style tips from the sixth generation, which got a little makeover in 2019. Imagine combining that fresh headlight and taillight design with the aero magic and wider body of the ZL1 LA. That could mean things like a beefier front splitter, some fancy front dive planes or canards, a lighter carbon hood, snazzy new lightweight wheels, saying goodbye to the fog lights, and hey, maybe even a big rear wing. Plus, they might make it lighter overall with more of those lightweight bits. All this would give the Z28 a mean and aerodynamic look that's just perfect for tearing up the track. With scoops, air channels, and downforce gadgets on a lighter Camaro, it should be even faster when it's out there racing around the circuit. And talking about racing, the previous generation Z28 was indeed a formidable track machine, capable of competing admirably against a roster of formidable performance cars from its era. Among its fierce competitors were the Alfa Romeo 4 CE, BMW M4, Jaguar F-Type R Coupe, Nissan GT-R Nismo, Porsche 911 Turbo S, and Subaru STI. Now, the upcoming Camaro Z28 is expected to keep up this tradition and get its power from the raw LT6 V8 engine found in the 2023 Chevy C8 Corvette Z06. Just like the previous model, the 2025 Chevrolet Camaro Z28 will come with a suspension built for racing, performance tires, and hefty brakes. Specifically, we're looking forward to seeing spool valve dampers from Multimatic and carbon ceramic brakes from Brembo. While the old model lets you choose whether to have air conditioning and a radio, the 2025 version will come standard with those comforts. But don't worry, it's still going to be light, incredibly fast, and stick to the track like glue. The 6th Gen Camaro has already earned a lot of praise for its fantastic handling, just like the old Z28 did. If they make a new 28, it will basically take the best parts of the current Camaro lineup, throw in that 1LA handling package, and use the finely tuned Alpha chassis. That would make it a true track weapon. And as for competition, it would go head-to-head with newer versions of its previous rivals, including the Porsche 992 G3, the Huracan STO, the Dodge Challengers, the Ford Mustang Dark Horse, and of course, Porsche GT4 RS. It's going to be an exciting battle on the track. The previous generation Camaro really put a big emphasis on shedding weight, and they went to great lengths to make it as light as possible. This approach put them in the same league as manufacturers like Porsche when it came to weight savings. You see, the traditional American muscle car recipe is to just throw in more power, but the Z28 didn't stop there. It aimed to handle like a champ too. Weight reduction was achieved through various means, including using a lighter battery, eliminating the radio, fitting Recaro racing seats, employing thinner rear glass, reducing sound-deadening materials, and equipping it with new 19-inch lightweight wheels. For the News 28, they might ditch some of these comfort features, but probably not to the same extreme as the old car. The current ZL1 LA is already 60 pounds lighter than the regular's loan, so we can expect the Z28 to be even lighter than that. And when it comes to the mechanical bits, we're likely to see some similar components used, keeping that high-performance tradition alive. There's quite a buzz about the possibility of the Z28 getting the 5.5-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine from the C8 Z06, and that would indeed be a powerhouse to fit into a car like the Camaro. This idea makes sense, especially because track-focused Camaros have shared parts with their Corvette counterparts in the past. Now, the previous Z28 had a massive 7.0-liter naturally aspirated V8 that pumped out 505 horsepower and 481 pound-feet of torque. The most potent engine in the Camaro lineup is the 6.2-liter supercharged V8, with a whopping 650 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. But it looks like instead of this monster, the Z28 might inherit the C8 Z06's engine. Here's the catch. The C8 comes exclusively with a dual-clutch transmission, while the previous Z28 only came with a manual. So, if the Camaro gets this engine, it might not come with a manual transmission and could have slightly less power than the C8 Z06. However, we can still expect it to come with some fantastic features like manually adjustable multimatic spool valve shocks, carbon ceramic brakes, and wide Goodyear Eagle F1 supercar tires. When you combine all of these elements with the lightweight components and mechanical setup, you've got a car that's going to be an absolute beast on the track. It's shaping up to be an exciting addition to the Camaro family. For the release date, it's true that while the bigger Corvette brothers' arrival has been confirmed, the Z28 for the Camaro remains in the realm of rumors for now. There's not a lot of information out there, and no test cars have been spotted anywhere, which suggests that it might take some time for us to see one if it ever becomes a reality. However, it does seem like a logical choice to create one as a farewell to the Camaro before moving on to electrification plans. While we don't have a specific timeline, we're anticipating a new Camaro to come around in the latter part of 2024. As for the price of a News 28, it could be in the ballpark of $80,000, and there might be a limited run of around 1,000 units, or perhaps they'll produce as many as there's demand for. We're certainly hoping they bring this car to life and make it the ultimate Camaro of this generation. That's all the tantalizing information we could gather about the potential return of the Chevrolet Camaro Z28. It's still a rumor, but boy, does it have us revved up with anticipation. I mean, what better iteration to bid farewell to the iconic fuel-sipping muscle car than the stripped-down Z28 track weapon? Anyway, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any exciting updates.